All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the February meeting, member showcase of the Decentralized AI Agent Alliance. I'm Lou Kerner with Crypto Mondays, and we founded DAIAA in January of 2025 with the mission to foster the development and proliferation of decentralized AI agents through education, activism, research, and events. Actually dialing in today, talking about events from Denver, where ETH Denver is starting in a couple days, which actually, kind of already started, officially starts on Wednesday. And we're having Crypto Mondays ETH Denver tonight. So if any of the members are in Denver, definitely come to Crypto Mondays tonight. We're already sold out. So if you haven't registered yet, you register. Then text me or email me and I will take you off the waiting list. DAIAA member statistics. So we are now at 137 project members. So we let people join as individuals as well. But 137 have signed up as kind of founding members as projects, and that's 10 up from 10 from last month, which is a nice acceleration. Things are definitely happening. We generally start each of the two general meetings that we have a month with new members introducing themselves. So if any of the new members, either listed here or even if you're have not yet introduced yourself at a previous meeting, then please introduce yourself if you're a DAIAA project member. So I know that Vicky,
Hey,
when you
Lou.
want to, yeah, who's that?
It was Ian, but go ahead, Vicky.
Yeah. No, Ian, why don't you start?
Hi, thanks, Lou. I'm Ian Chan, co-founder of Tano Labs. That's the one in the bottom third.
Yeah.
We've been doing at the intersection of AI and Web3 since 2021. We focus on reliability and governance. And thank you very much, Lou, for inviting us.
Terrific. And Ian's actually going to talk about a project that he's working on a little later called Anti-Club. So excited about that. Vicky, I know you've talked before, but this is your first time, I guess, as a member. Here's the
Yeah,
Block
uh,
Run
yeah.
logo.
Thank you. Thank you, Lo. So this is Vicky. I'm the founder for Block Run. Block Run is a project focused on agent payment. We started at January. We're very early stage as a baby. But I think we luckily grow really well. We settle 20,000 transaction per day right now, or USDC, hard pack stablecoin, and we have about 400 pay user, and it's really grow very well. Yeah.
That's great. We look forward to your presentation. Just a few minutes talking about ClawRouter. Let's see who else I know is new. David, Marshall.
Oh, hey guys. Sorry, my camera's not functioning, so I'll just do audio if that's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we're probably the most recent, I would imagine. So yeah, interested to be here. The Inceptal.ai. It's a
The light bulb
pretty
down here at the bottom.
yeah, thanks. It's a pretty new concept. We've kind of been building the company really since December, and we've made some huge progression in such a short space of time, and hopefully I'll get a chance to maybe do some demos for guys at the next one.
Terrific.
But great to be here, and thanks for the invite, Lou.
Okay, thanks, David. So I don't see any other, there might be some more new members. Anybody just,
Hello.
all right. Hey, Tim.
Yep. Hey everyone, Tim Dara here, co-founder and CEO of Mangrove. Mangrove's digital asset ecosystem for investment advisors, private wealth managers, retail users, and agents. If you go to mangrovemarkets.com, you will see what we're building now for agents.
Okay, terrific.
And
Welcome to,
yeah, happy to be here. Been my background, been building AI technologies for over 10 years and been dealing with agentic AI since its inception. So happy to be here.
awesome. Is anybody else? Going once? Twice? Okay, cool. So we'll go on. And then in addition to the 137 projects, we have 45 individuals who signed up as members. So in total, we're at 182 today. Um, and on the subgroup phase, good news, the legal subgroup is going to be restarting. Actually, an attorney, Mike Bystrov. Is Mike here? Once, going twice. Mike? Uh, he's not here, but there's an active conversation I know going on in the DAIAA Telegram group. And if you're not talking, if you could put yourself on mute, like Farhan, yep, thank you. Um, and so if you're interested in participating in the legal subgroup, uh, let Mike know in the Telegram group. And I think that's going to be starting off shortly. So excited to get that subgroup going again. The next general meeting, first Monday of the month, March 2nd. Uh, and the next showcase is the third Monday of the month, March 16th. So everybody should have invites. All the members should have invites for those already. And we've got three agent presenters today, Block Run, Mangrove, and Tano Labs. And we're going to start with Block Run. It's going to be talking about ClawRouter, and that's Vicky. And just, it routes folks to the kind of lowest cost AI, if I'm getting this right, Vicky, that is suitable for what they need when they're need to go to LLMs via OpenClaw. And just real quick, I'm sure everybody knows what OpenClaw is, but just in case somebody doesn't, here's a quick explanation of what it is. It's an open source, self-hosted personal AI assistant that runs on your own hardware and connects to your messaging apps. It can also obviously run in the cloud, created by Peter Steinberger, who is now an OpenAI employee, which happened yesterday. Things are moving fast. It's just less than 3 months old. It's got over 200,000 GitHub stars. It's a cultural phenomena. People are buying Mac Minis. Baidu integrated for 700 million users. Meetups are forming worldwide. There's actually OpenClaw calendar, so you can go see all the different cities where there are meetups. It represents a paradigm shift. It's really the first widely used AI agent that does things autonomously on your behalf. And here's the star history, which it's really crazy. It just passed. You can actually go, there's a website called star-history.com, and you could compare different GitHub repositories. And so this is comparing the TensorFlow GitHub repository to OpenClaw, and OpenClaw just passed it yesterday, which is pretty funny. So it's really wild. I mean, things are changing so fast every day. Super excited to have Vicky here with with ClawRouter and Block Run to tell us about ClawRouter, which last week won the Circle Hackathon, OpenClaw
Yeah.
Hackathon. So, Vicky, over to you.
Thank you. Quick question. How long I have for the session? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, if you can do like 10 minutes, and then that should leave 10 minutes of
Okay.
questions.
Okay. Do you mind I share my screen or?
Yes. So hold on just a second. Yeah, you should be able to share your screen. I'm done sharing.
I'm requesting. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can be able to share.
I think you're still sharing, Lou.
Am I?
I'm sharing. So right now, OpenCrawl, we have the.
So I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. I'm not seeing your screen. Is anybody else seeing it? Oh, hold on a minute.
I can see it.
Yeah.
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 Yep, see
So
Block Run now.
yeah. Can you see the GitHub page?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 10 days ago, we actually, I think 2 weeks ago, we shipped this product as an open source project for ClawRouter to help user to route the cheaper solution and the more reasonable, like a large language model on OpenCrawl and using USDC to pay it. We got 2,600 stars within like 2 weeks, and right now is like every day we'll get 200 more stars. So what they do is basically they're using a rule-based engine to route you to the right model determined by what's the chat prompt looks like, and it's full open source. And when you install that for your open crawl, then open router, open crawl, then they're basically similar with open router, but the difference is you don't need to have an API key. You just will have a USDC wallet, and then you can be able to start to work on use it. Let me show how it look like from my Telegram. So, how can I share my Telegram? Too many windows. Sorry. Where I can find my Telegram? I think this is. Can you see my Telegram?
Yes.
So once you install, you basically will type wallet, then you have a wallet with it. Then I load $1, then you can see the detail and see the transaction on base. And then you do models. You can see that right now we do side by side with the Anthropic subscription. So I have an Anthropic subscription and also have block run. I can install same time. Then we offer auto mode. What that means is we route for you, and we have a free mode, which is I give a free like model as well. And you also can see Echo, which is we have a full set of cheaper model to route to like a Kimi and like a DeepSeek, those kind of cheaper model. And we also have a premium, which is we have a full set of Anthropic and so on to route to the more expensive model. Let's start with the free first. Let me see if I'm doing free. I'm free. So free, please help me to write an email to wiki@blockrun.ai to tell her we have a meeting 3 p.m. today. Let her, and she should come. Then what I do is basically they're using the free model to basically do an email. You also can do with pay one. The general cost for that, because she give me the right now give me a confirmation. I'm using Chinese as my primary language, so you see some Chinese associates. Yeah, and then yeah, please send it. Please send. Yeah, so even free model is very capable to do a lot of things right now. Some people are installing their own like a self host model. We actually see that we can offer free. So basically, I can explain it in English because my bot talked to me in Chinese though. So they basically send a email to me already. So I just want to show that we solve the problem is not only offer cheaper model, we even offer free models. And I can show you the screen at my desktop here. So you see the email is here. So I did a test. So he sent it twice. I think that's another issue. He sent it twice, but it's okay. It's free models, so you just it happens like that. And I want to go back to the screen share. We want to show a little bit more. As also how we know really save the cost, right? So that's people maybe have a question. So you look at the statistical information. I using last few days. We benchmark with Anthropic model. If you see that everyday breakdown, I call today 43 times is $0 because I use free model. I feel free model already pretty capable right now. And then pay model, yesterday I call 31 times, then it cost me 30 cents. And if if you use Anthropic, then it will be $5. So we do the track for how the spending looks like between us and between.
Is Anthropic the most expensive?
Yeah, right now on the market is mostly expensive. So for marketing purpose, we are benchmark with them. But if you using cheaper model, so the saving will be not 98%. So it's that kind of high, but even 70% of people are very happy. We really see a lot of happy user, and so that's right now the value we bring to the market, and the people really like it because originally agent payment is really hard when you bring USDC in the situation because people say why we don't use credit card, right? We just use credit card, use open router will actually do the same role as you do, but we actually much better because people complain say, oh, we actually send all the privacy data to you, then you take all our data. How's our privacy? But the challenge is you send all the data to open router and your credit card information. So open router know exactly who you are and your privacy data is easily to collect from them. But the different things is, yes, you sending data, but I don't know who you are because I never collect credit card or email information from you guys. So they actually have 100% privacy even you send the information. You see the point? I think that's a significant difference compared to using credit card approach. I think people really adopted it really very well. I would like to show the what we are tracking because this is just for
I'm sorry, can you put that back up? I'm sorry, you said you're going to show everything that you're tracking?
yeah, right. So because we do auto mode, and then router will do the tracking by itself, the routing by itself. They recognize the simple model, median, reasoning, and others. Then they will just find the best model to do the work. And they do.
So reasoning's obviously the hardest.
Yeah. So they use DeepSeek, Gemini, and then Grok. We just do another update to offer like a premium model. We have some complaints say this is too cheap for me. I don't want a dumb model. We want the premium. So we right now have a set of premium. So only route to the premium use cases. Then you can just using like a Anthropic, the high end models.
So that you can use the cheapest of the best.
Yeah, and also you can use expensive one if you think that the expensive one do the right job. So I actually want to showcase this. This is right now the transaction happen in our system. Real time, people pay me, people pay us like 2 cents, 1 cent. This is at the moment what they're doing with the model GPT 4.1.
So
And
what is your fee? How is your fee calculated?
so the way we do it, first of all, in order to help people save, why OpenCrawl is so expensive? Because they actually send a whole bunch of system data within their query to us. Then it will be very expensive when you count the token for that. So what do? We do like a query compress. So we trim those, make it more dense rather than send a whole bunch of space or emoji with us. So that part already solved. So that part already can help you save money. So for the model you call us, we charge 5% markup. So that will be 5% fee to keep this running. But all the query already do like more than 10 or 20% of the optimization to make the query itself consume much less token than it's supposed to be if you send the raw. And the advantage compare us to open router is not only the privacy, but also because they only handle API as core and then they handle everything in the backend. You don't know how they do the optimization for you, how they do routing for you. You have no idea. But because we are open source, we keep to receiving uh, like a feature request. We actually can be able to route people the best way. What I mean is originally we offer is only English. Then our users say, hey, can you help us route like a German language or Russian language. I said, sure, I just put a version. I said, tell me if you don't like it, we just change as you expect because I have no idea how those language works. I just use AI to write it, but they give feedback how they expect keyword should be understood this way, that way. We actually can feed their need best given that we have
And
tools resource. Go ahead.
And so again, obviously you're intimately familiar with OpenRouter, but many people might not be. Realize they're the king here, and they're growing up and to the right. I mean, it's crazy how fast they're growing. So
Yeah.
why don't you talk about put them a little bit in the context and kind of obviously they're in that position for a reason.
Uh, I see open router really are. I stop sharing because I think that's all I want to show. I see open router is a significant breakthrough because the it's not a perfect product, but they actually have a significant difference because when you using ChatGPT, ChatGPT live in your space, right? They are basically live in your laptop. When Open Crawl come out, you actually have to give they have independent computation and the resource, and it really uh, and handle way like you communicate with it like a telegram is like you feel that's a independent systems for you that compare to a chatting window in your system in your compute. So that really the difference is OpenClaw give the user independent computation space. So that's why suddenly user to willing to try us because before like the project I started in January before OpenCrawl get popular, people just keep
Good,
saying no
good,
to
good
me.
timing.
Yeah, people say they have a credit card. Why they need to use you? Because they already have a credit card. They pay credit card. They feel very comfortable with that. But with OpenClaw, when you install that, we initiate a wallet on OpenClaw. Then that's the wallet for the bot. Then you just give $1. Then it actually we give the independent like a credit system or credit card system. So then they can payment system. They can be able to pay like independently, and you suddenly feel like they are not using your credit card because the security risk they have is that people worry the credit card in the open cloud get a leak because some people already complain that they leak the API key to
Yeah,
each other because
yeah.
they don't treat it as a sensitive enough. But the wallet that you expose is so um, much is they are like the bot wallet you just give $1 you be able to consume it, and then the worst case you just lost that $1. So we see people really like this idea a lot and be able to adopt it much better than before.
Okay, well, thanks, Vicky. Yeah, I could ask questions all day. Alan?
Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, just
And
a
yeah,
quick
anybody should feel free, raise your hand, and we'll take questions for a bit, and then we'll go to the next presenter.
quick question on the install. Can it run in a Docker container and work with
Yeah.
OpenClaw in a
Yeah.
Docker? Okay.
Yeah. So the you asked about the Docker container. We tested like 100 times how it install on Docker container. It should be fine. But if you have any issue, please reach out to me. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah, and because we keep collecting users' feedback, within 10 days we already commit 290 times. It's really much. Uh, we do a lot to improve the experience because I think OpenClaw is a so new product as a system. So we grow with users with their use case and how we can save cost together. That's the advantage we have compared to Open Router because they only control their server side. So whatever you change on Open Crawl, they don't have much control on the client side because we are open source product. We actually can improve daily basis.
Mm. What about running with other new entities that are coming out like NanoClaw or PicoClaw or some of these others?
Uh, right now we are natively support open crawl, but we definitely can have that on the roadmap and support that because that will be really low hanging fruit to bring that experience there. And also we have the SDK, which have the auto router capability as well. So the Python and the Node.js SDK, you can basically use it as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yep. Yay.
Does anybody else have questions? Okay, I'll
Well,
finish.
Vicky, sorry,
Yep.
I don't have a
Go
question.
ahead.
I just have a comment. It was funny because yesterday I was just reviewing our token usage with our co-founder, and I couldn't believe the spike in our token usage since OpenClaw. So I was just watching our graphs and I go, wow, our token usage is like exponential. So I'm going to go look into your product, Vicky, but it's just very good timing because I just looked at it yesterday, our token usage.
Yeah, because we really hit the pain point. Never, I didn't see any other. Maybe I'm too proud of myself. I think not many AI and crypto project really can solve user experience problem like we did. Of course, we are still early, so we like to collect feedback where we can do better. But I think given that open crowd itself actually is growing significant, so we have a lot of opportunity to grow with our user as well. Yeah.
Thanks, Ian. Then the last question, then Ian will be the next up. Is can you talk about the Circle hackathon that you won and what that was like?
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
OpenClaw hackathon.
Yeah. We see that the hackathon was on MoBook. I think MoBook is actually another breakthrough after the open crowd. I know people are fascinated by the inside of AI agent generator. I'm not a data part of like a I don't think that is make a big deal because it actually manipulated by humans. So everyone familiar with AI, people know that. But the different thing is, Notebook give user a brand new onboarding experience. Is like you go to read the skill.md, then you are basically bring your agent into the system as the registration flow and bonding with your Telegram to check the legitimacy. Then once you get in, you see that the whole system only allow agent to only allow agent to comment and do thumbs up or vote down. So human cannot really do anything, just watch it, right? You have to go through agent. So luckily, because we have really big user base, I keep bringing up, hey, please support us on MoBook because if you like the product, I think it's perfect overlap for what our user and the MoBook user though that's why we in the end we get the most vote compared to all and any other project. So we won as the first prize. Yeah, $10,000.
So congratulations. What was the so it was only agents could vote? I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
only
ah
agent can vote. You human cannot. So even I tell you, please help. You can only bring your agent come to help. You cannot use yourself. You cannot
ah
click because MoBook is only agent. Yeah,
that totally
and,
makes sense.
and
That
also
was lost on me. That's kind of cool.
yeah, that's also they are each of them is tied back to a Twitter account. So that's the
Yeah.
privacy, that's the legitimacy check. Because if you don't have a Twitter account, you cannot finish the registration as the bot. So otherwise, you can anyone can register a million bot, right? Then is a fake. But each bot is tied back to a Twitter account. So that really bring us the legitimacy as the first one. Yeah, yeah.
Alan?
Yeah, just one more quick question. Are you using the X402 to make all the micropayments?
Exactly. So
Okay.
the beautiful X42 is you don't need to pay gas fee for the microtransaction. Either
And just real
settle.
quick, you want to just real quick to give an explanation to folks who might not be
Okay,
aware of what
yeah,
X42 is?
yeah.
Although
I
most,
see
I
that.
assume most are if they're here.
Yeah, I see people are really expert in X42. That's why you bring it up. Normally, I
Yeah,
don't talk about it because if
yeah.
people don't have background for that, X42 is Coinbase bring up. This is the like the payment solution for agent, then it handle micro payment with the facilitator they bring in the system to track what's going on. So and it's a nice thing is you actually don't need to pay gas fee like the traditional crypto payment anymore. I would like to share a screen here. If you can see here, this is the public website, not built by us, tracking what's a X42 right now transaction.
Can you shrink it down a little bit? Because we're seeing it looks like it's
Can you see my screen?
because we can only see like a small portion, the like 3 or 4 columns.
Yeah, can you see it right now?
Yeah. So 1577, but we can't see.
Uh,
Yeah.
I can send the link.
56.7. Yeah. Yeah. Send the link. Yeah. That looks
Yeah, I can
cool.
send the link here. So oh, I cannot can I send link here? Okay, I can send link here. So you cannot see my screen or something? Oh, I don't know what's
I
the
can
issue.
see it. I can see it correctly.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this
Might be
is
me.
all the seller in X42, and
That
we
is
are
okay.
rank number we are rank number 3 right now, given how given the situation for last 24 hours, how many transactions we have settled, and yeah, then the facilitator
Oh, hold on.
basically.
Go. Yeah. So, guys, just I'm apologize. It was me that was. So
Okay.
my head is right next to the screen. So no, go. Yeah.
This
So
is a
go.
real-time transaction. You can tell who is doing transaction. We are here and we are here, so we are active in the systems. And for the older seller, we are ranked number 3, given the volume we have. It just show you what's the situation right now. And when you go a little bit further, this give you an idea. Is I think that loading.
Hold on a minute. Go. What page was that? Did you put that in the chat?
Let me send it. You can see how much we transact right now. Uh, you can see that the volume before is just nothing. January we hold it maybe just one transaction. Then once open crawl come out, we start to pick it up. Then people really love us. Then right now daily we handle about 20,000 transactions, and then we have like 400 users at the moment. Yeah, this will give you a good sense of how X42 status right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, generally, every month I write a article about X42. I see that it's a brand new technology, and some people may don't know much about it. We want to explain to that this actually is quite a good technology. We expect it actually will pick it up. Let me show my screen a little bit. So this is a Twitter. Can you see my
Yep.
Twitter? So this is basically I last month I summarized how X42 looks like. Every last month we see that 20 million transactions and 2.2 million agent on multiple. This is multiple agents. So um yeah, I don't want to take too much time. I'll share this article here as well. You
Yeah.
guys
That'd be
read it.
great. This has been great, Vicky. Yeah.
Yeah,
To look forward to
I'll be
having you back.
mindful
Look
of
forward to having you at Crypto Mondays, as we talked about in New
yeah.
York and elsewhere. I know you're going to be moving from Washington, D.C. to down to Miami shortly. When's that move?
Yeah, I'll move next week because
Yeah, great. Yeah.
East Coast just too cold. I think in New York
No,
you guys have
no
more
kidding.
snow than me. It's crazy. I'm
Yes.
sick of this.
Where do you live in DC?
Right now, I mean, near the Columbia Mall.
Oh, excellent. Okay, cool. Well, have fun down in Miami. There's a lot going on there. You're gonna like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I expect
Including
it.
Crypto Mondays Miami. Okay, Praveen, you have the last question, and then that's it. Then we're going to turn it over. Praveen, did you have a question?
Oh yeah, I was on mute. Yeah, yeah, great. Welcome to Miami next week. We just announced
Yeah.
our Miami Venture Week hackathon with the Miami crypto community. We have $20,000 in prizes, so you're welcome to join.
Oh,
It's a 2-day hackathon, end of the month, and then we have
yeah.
our meetup regular meetup tomorrow in Wynwood, but you're not here yet, so.
Yeah, I'm staying DC for Chinese Spring Festival, but next week I'll be in Miami. If we have further events, I love to participate.
Oh, great. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Spring in name only.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Vicky, for that. Yeah, there's just so much going on, so exciting. And congratulations for winning the hackathon. And next, we'll hear from Ian.
Thanks, Lou. I'll keep this really short, right? Because we're way earlier than where Vicky is. Okay, so imagine sending your intern into a crowded street market with a company credit card. That's what we're doing when we let AI agents loose on the internet right now, right? So I'm Ian. My co-founder and I have been thinking about this since the OpenClaw thing, and we wanted to test a concept with you guys and see what you guys think about this concept, right? So obviously, we all know that AI agents are autonomous. It's going fast. They're not just answering questions anymore. They're negotiating, coordinating, delegating. They're doing stuff with Vicky's system, etc., and they're talking to each other, not just humans. There's the problem, right? The open internet has no trust layer for agent to agent interaction, no reputation, no consequence,
It's
no
day
shared
one.
norms. It's chaos. It's day one, right, Lou? Absolutely. Humans have sort of solved this problem centuries ago. We sort of have reputation, we sort of have business clubs, we sort of have gated access, and we do have some concepts of reputation, right, for bad actors. Social clubs like guilds, professional association, private exchanges. The club is a trust primitive, right? That's the way we see it. So we wanted to test around something. So the anti-club is something that we just paired up last week. We have no real members because we wanted to test it with you guys first and see what you guys think. The anti-club applies that club primitive to AI agents. It's a club framework where trusted AI agents meet, interact, and transact with each other under shared norms, reputation, and consequences. It is gated to some degree. There is verified identity to some degree, right? It could be to wallets and etc., or to Twitter accounts, as Vicky said, and has real stakes. So your agents can do real work, negotiate deals, make intros, coordinate with other agents in a trusted environment, right? And so where we are, we're at V0 or V negative one, if you want to call it that. We've created the mechanism. It's early. It's like Lou said, it's day one. But the core question that we're trying to explore is what infrastructure do we need for autonomous OpenClaw agents to trust each other and to do real work, right? And maybe the question is, there is nothing, but I do believe there's something here. So the ask for this group is, I'm here to pressure test this thesis. Does it resonate? What are we missing? Who should we be talking to? And I think this group is perfect, right? Because this group cares about decentralized AI agents. The anti-club is infrastructure for that agent autonomy. This group cares about governance, and this group cares about trust without central authority. So I wanted to think through, what does a club model look like? Maybe there's tokens involved. Maybe there's a sole token, etc. I don't know fully. I don't know the answers. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a need to keep exploring this. And that's what I wanted to use today for, right? To just open a quick dialogue, see what people think, see if people want to actually interact. I can give you access to the anti-club with a cheat sheet to how to set up the OpenClaw for those who don't know how to set it up. And it's like pretty simple to set up an OpenClaw and get into the anti-club and try. Right. That was basically it. Right. And so I wanted to just open it up from there and just see if this thing hunts.
Cool. Thanks, Ian. And yeah, what we're going to do, we'll start. It'll be called the Anthem Club, but essentially it'll be us to start the DAIAA Club, and if we want, we can,
Right.
as more people come in, if we want, we can, fork it and have our own club, white labeled version of it. But the idea is just for those people who want to start. I mean, a lot of us are already using agents, but for others who aren't, it'll be an easy on ramp to start an agent in a trusted environment, so you can start to get a feel. And then, the question is, okay, how can we start to get value from these agents working in this kind of club environment where we're building trust. It's again, day one, nobody even knows the questions to ask, let alone the answers, but it's exciting. So, I'm looking at it just like another subgroup of the of DAIAA that people can join and participate if they want to, and if they don't want to, then then they don't. And so we'll be following up of maybe what we should do next is kind of start the subgroup just so people can talk about it in the DAIAA Telegram group. Alan?
I was just going to ask, quick question. How many people here are running OpenClaw yet? Maybe raise your hands. Yeah.
I think we can take polls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. That's pretty good. More than I thought.
No, it's a great question. And realizing that a meaningful percentage of our members still don't. We figure out how to help with with the onboarding, which is easy, but always nice to have help. Or as
And
easy.
Lou, I just said to you and Alan a cheat sheet for those if you just
Yep.
want to give the cheat sheet to the group, they can go provision their own OpenClaw.
Yeah. Thanks. Did you give it to the group? I'm sorry.
I didn't give it to the group yet, but I sent it to you yesterday. I didn't know it was appropriate to.
Yeah, you can just drop it in the group. That's
I'll
fine.
drop asset. Okay.
We're decentralized. We're try
I'll do
try
it.
to decentralize as fast as we can. It's like Crypto Mondays. So, anybody have any questions for Ian?
I have one. So do I view you as you are providing like a governance or an enterprise readiness or risk control for the for the for the AI agent? How I view you as a value equation?
That's a great question, Vicky. So don't know, but here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that like hockey stick spike OpenClaw. So there's going to be tons, hundreds of thousands, millions of OpenClaw agents out there. Those OpenClaw agents are going to be interacting with each other, I assume, right? Not with humans. There's going to be some bad actors. There could be some stuff, right? And so the question then becomes, how do I know what, I call my OpenClaw panel. How do I know my Tano agent? How do I know what Tano's doing and who he should be interacting with? And so I'm thinking that there needs to be a trust system for that, right? Some way of reputation, some type of trust system that either, you can get slashed if you do bad things. I don't know exactly how that
Yeah.
mechanism works, but that was the concept. The concept is I believe there's a need for some type of trust layer, even though everything's decentralized.
So I don't know if you heard ERC 8004. I think that
Mhm.
that offer the trust layer, but I think that they right now they have a issue let people register it because it's actually quite a like it is a hard problem to solve. Yeah, let me know if you
Right.
want to connect offline because I know a team is building like a risk layers for those. Yeah, I can introduce you if you want to talk to them. That's our partner as well.
It started with Vicky. It started with the concept of, there are private clubs and social clubs in each city that I know of, right? And there's members. And so the question is, if those members had agents, how would they interact with each other? And so that was the initial concept. But again, it's evolving,
Yeah.
right? So, Tim, sure. I think you got your hands up.
Oh yeah, I was just going to comment on that. That's something I've been thinking about for a bit now. I was going to say for some time, but like, what does some time even mean when yesterday's AI news is already outdated? And this sort of kind of carries into what we're building, but given the second time, I can defer our presentation to next week.
Yeah,
Um,
appreciate that, Tim.
yeah, so and I think we're the convergence of blockchain and agents, leaves us to kind of a point where we need to tie agent profiles, agent behaviors. Like, we all know, like, what makes an agent? It's not the LLM, right? The LLM is the translator. That's how we interact with it. That's how the agent can deduce things and figure things out. What makes the agent are is the profile that we give it, the set of rules that we give our agents, the set of skills. What's in my soul.md file might be slight. I mean, we're probably all like similar with, okay, Asimov's law, let's start there, right? Might be slightly different, like, and the ways that our agent, processes these files, like, and so where I'm going with this, looking at on-chain identity, and this is one thing that I'm in the middle of building right now, is being able to take an agent profile and hash that, and use that the hash of that profile as part of its identity on-chain, and in creating an on-chain address. And so that way you have a mapping between an on-chain address and the hash to an agent that, okay, well, this is the hash, so I know that this is my agent because, like, my agent, I have an agent named Alex, and I've have it set up for its personality, its rules, and a few other things are static to where they'll never change no matter what. And then obviously things like skills, we add over time, we remove over time, and those things change. But there's a certain set of instructions that are static, that I am building a product now and turning that into an on-chain ID. So I think something like that should be standardized. And I think, this is a working group to talk about, well, what all does that mean? What do we include in an agent profile? I think that could be a good working group task as well.
Right. And how do you defend against bad actors and stuff like that? Because, if we work on the happy path, obviously everybody will have, an agent that works on their behalf. But I worry about, people creating a whole bunch of bots, not, doing quick little hit and run transactions. They don't care about the reputation, etc. Right. And so how do you build up that reputation? How do you build up that trust? And that was really the things we were thinking about. Like I said, I don't even know exactly what we're asking, but I do know that there is something here, especially if we are seeing this ramp up. If February 2026 is the OpenClaw moment, then a year from now we're going to be seeing tons of OpenClaw agents or some variations of them interacting in the wild. And I believe that there's going to be some chaos, and we need to find a way to put some constraints around that chaos. That's my thesis, at least, right? And we'll see what other things.
Kevin, had your hand up once, twice. Oh, okay.
I think he's trying to come off. He's on mute. He's coming off mute right now. Hey, Kevin.
Oh, hey. Yeah, sorry, I'm on the car. But yeah, I think you also mentioned about the kind of like how to like the incentivization aspect of the club. And then I think it's like a general thing that I'm kind of what we're also thinking about as well, is more about like to make these AI agents more of a type of economic agents, etc. How do you incentivize and then like have these agents to create their kind of like their own economies? And then that can then segue into like how do you kind of tokenize these certain aspects as well. And those are some of the things that we have been also been trying to figure out as well. So like, for example, one of the newer projects we're developing is to try to create a kind of a decentralized knowledge graph for like Web3. But now the next question is how do we have it open source, but then incentivize people to kind of input like information, technology to it as well. So I think that the economic incentive aspect will also be huge, like a huge like part of it as well, especially in order to sustain like the efforts and kind of the developments of the
Yeah,
challenges.
all we need to solve for two things: token economics, governance, and consensus.
Yeah.
If we solve for those, then we're good.
Consensus, identity. Yeah. So I was wondering, I know like this is a very open question, but I was wondering what you have like any thoughts around like the economics or incentive part of this model. Is this still kind of in the air?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kevin. I had a little trouble hearing you, but I
I think he's
believe.
not. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lou.
Oh no, I think he was saying have you thought about the incentive part?
A little bit, but nowhere deep enough. Obviously, we just started, right? I don't. We didn't even know there's a need for this. I do think that this is going to end up with some type of SOL token and as well as a token for currency, right? So if you think about if you go join clubs, you're going to need to post something that if you break the rules, you get slashed. It's just standard staking type things, right? Again, early days, but I'm not even forgetting about the solution. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a problem that we need to solve. And then if this group would help me validate, is there a problem? I think that would be good, right? Go from there.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin.
I think there's a lot of fear. I mean, I just think that there's a lot of people who will adopt OpenClaw and then people who will just wait and see what happens. So it would be nice to know, if this group thinks there's a problem or not. Like maybe this is just the kind of fear that you always have with new technology.
Yeah, agree, Steve. That's the thing, right? Like if we can see, like again, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at Vicky's charts and you can see how much go through her things, right? But to me, this is a strong indicator that this is not going to go away. We've been talking about agent and agentic AI for years now, and this is the first time I'm seeing where it just gets where the growth is exponential or immediate. Now, whether it's wanes and this is just a blip, I'm suspecting this not. So if my assumption is correct that this is not a blip, that there will be agent-to-agent interactions, then we do need some type of trust layer.
I view that we're at the moment starting to be able to calculate because I think that right now we have a lot of users talk to me because they are really pay and they talk to us. The idea um, is not like they are like advanced lab try to do some experiment. The idea they have is very straightforward. They say if they can automate some like troubleshooting in their like GitHub or do some email sending automation, with the job they can run in OpenCrawl, then they see that a significant cost efficient for their small business. I think it's really landed to the space people using open crawl just to be more efficient with their existing business and to be able to serve more user. Um, that really will be speed up. I think um, Ian is absolutely right. I don't think it will go away. Actually, it will go more and more because um, it's just the automation. I don't want to talk about fancy agent to agent talk. I think that's a little bit fancy for me to understand how that look like. But it's just you can imagine when you talk to some customer service, they actually run open call to reply you. Then earlier I shared that we actually can send an email. Then really you land it to the real problem. Then they send it to email to the owner. But or you probably run with that much better experience than right now they offer to you with the expensive solution offered by others. So that's where I see that the efficiency comes to place. I don't think that'll go away. Actually, will be speed up.
Yeah, I agree.
David, you have your hand up once, twice. Okay. Well, look, this was another great meeting. Things are moving so fast. We've got our next general meeting in 2 weeks. I'm sure there will be tons to discuss. Feel free if anybody has thoughts on other things that we should be doing. Ian, did you leave your contact information if people have additional thoughts or questions?
Yeah, do you mind put it in chat? Do you want me to do
Yeah.
that or how do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I will do that.
And Vicky, you want to leave your contact info? People want to reach out?
Sure. So people reach out to me if they want to reach out to me in email, and also, yeah, yeah, this is my Telegram. People maybe feel that's more convenient or something. Let me write it here.
And for those who do want to try the Anti Club, right? I can give you access codes to it, and I can even give a cheat sheet for setting up your own OpenClaw. Vicky, I don't need to send you a cheat sheet. You know, I already know how
Yeah,
to do
that'd be
that.
great. I love to know more. Yeah, and see where we can partner. I see team work. Team, do you want to talk about it? Mangrove.ai.
Mangrove.
Yeah, well, I've got to hop to another meeting now. But happy to talk about it at our next meeting.
Yeah.
Or also shoot me an email, and can also talk about it any other time too.
Hey, sorry
Okay.
guys, I was on mute, but I just wanted to thank everyone. Thanks for the invite, Lou. Really interesting to be part of the conversation. So yeah, hopefully I'll be a bit more engaged in the next one, bud.
Terrific. Glad you can make it. Thanks,
Thanks, everyone.
everyone. See you at the
Ciao.
next time.